Hey, Callum here from the Empowered Woman, and today is a video for the first phase of the program, the diagnostic phase. It is just about getting an understanding of where you are currently at on your journey in terms of your starting point physically. So your weight, your measurements, your dress size, what clothes size you're wearing. And the reason why we have to first of all get a starting point for this is because what gets measured gets managed. One of my business coaches said this to me a couple of years ago because I was quite blasé about my finances or my client results or numbers, and I wasn't tracking them. So I never had an idea and a set point of if I was making progress, or if I was moving forward in the right direction. And one of the biggest things that I do with all of the women that we help is get this in early. And it's not something we have to do every 2 or 3 days, but it's something that is going to give us a really clear indication from a numbers point of view of how we are progressing throughout the program. So this week, I just want you to do 2 of these things. So that could be taking your weight first thing in the morning, ideally with as little clothes on as possible, and you can upload that onto my coach. Taking some photos of yourself in some tight fitting sports clothes or something you feel comfortable in, so you can get a good idea of your current, so we can both get a good idea of your current body shape. Writing down and sharing me your dress sizes, so your legging size, jean size, shirt size, and that's going to be a really good starting point to see where you're at. Or taking your measurements, and where we would take measurements would be the biggest part of the leg, biggest part of the bum, biggest part of the waist, so just above the belly button, and then chest and arm. So 5 points: leg, bum, waist, belly button, and arm. And if we do 2 of these, you can choose which 2 you would like to do. Weight, photos, measurements can all be uploaded onto my coach, which is a nutrition app we're using for the process. And then clothes size can just be sent to me, or you can record that somewhere yourself and then send that to me. And we want to do 2 of these because we want to track where we are starting on this journey. So then we can see that the changes that I'm going to get you to make after you've done your 3-day food diary, and we've got you to make a few changes moving forwards, are eliciting and having the positive impact that we want to have. And then if they are not, which in my experience they always do have when followed properly, when adherence is high, we can tweak slightly if we need to. But usually the changes that we're going to make in the first 1 to 3 weeks are enough to see a 1 to 2 pound or weight loss a week. So that's something that we are going to do, and we're going to measure. And one thing I wanted to also speak about was how your current relationship with is the scales. This isn't something I want you to be doing all of the time, in terms of jumping on the scales and seeing how successful you are by what the number says, because in my experience of coaching lots of women, that's not always beneficial. Yes, we have to see where we're starting at, but it's not something we have to do every 1, 2, 3 days. This is something that we'll do kind of every 2 to 4 weeks throughout the program. And all it is just an indicator of where we're at right now in the journey. So if you've previously had a bad relationship with scales, or the scales don't make you feel good, or it can ruin your day and affect you negatively from a mindset point of view, if you feel uncomfortable about jumping on scales, that's completely okay. Just let me know, and we can use the other 2 or 3 measures of progress which I just spoke about. But don't find yourself jumping on the scales every 1 or 2 days, because it's never a positive place to be. What we want to focus on is non-scale victories, which we're going to speak about in one of the later videos in the program. And then second of all, we want to focus on other habitual change. So other changes that we're making, which are indirectly going to have a positive result on your weight, your energy, your motivation, your fitness, your hair, skin, nails, etc. But we're looking at habitual change rather than just doing a diet. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions. You can upload this onto my coach. Get this done this week, please, for me, and then just give me a thumbs up or a message when you've done that. Thank you. Callum out.